Hey, everybody. You know what time it is. It's time for your latest and greatest obsession, Love Them Normans. And I'm here with my co-host and husband, Mr. Norman. How you doing, King?
I'm doing fine, Queen. How are you doing?
I'm doing phenomenal. So before we get into episode 5, which is love languages and alchemy versus chemistry, please note that Love Them Normans relationship podcast may contain mature content, including profanity, sexual language. This podcast is 420 friendly, intended for adults only, and may not be suitable for children. So listener, discretion is advised. All right, let's jump right into it. So the 5 love languages, Mr. Norman. 5 love languages. I learned about the love languages. It's a concept developed. Let me explain. First, before I go into it, let me explain to our listeners. I keep wanting to say viewers. I keep saying watch a viewer. Is that telling me, Mr. Norman, that we need to go to video for the second season?
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to happen. We might set that up. Y'all let me know. It's at the bottom. Y'all know y'all can make comments under the podcast. Let me know if y'all ready for video.
Yeah.
Okay? So let's go ahead. The 5 love languages is a concept, like I said, developed by Gary Chapman. He does have a book. It's called The 5 Love Languages, How to Express Heartfelt Commitment to Your Mate. Now, according to Dr. Chapman, people have different ways of expressing and experiencing love, which he refers to as the love languages. Now, I'm going to go through the first couple, and we're going to elaborate on them. Mr. Norman going to give us feedback, and we're going to converse on them.
Yes, ma'am.
So, the first one is words of affirmation. Now, this love language involves verbal expressions of affection, appreciation, and encouragement, such as saying, I love you, giving compliments, and expressing gratitude. The second one, Mr. Norman, is acts of service. This love language involves actions that show your love and affection, such as doing chores, running errands, or doing something nice for your partner. Go ahead and go through that third one for me.
The third one is going to be receiving gifts. This love language involves giving and receiving gifts as a way of expressing love, such as buying thoughtful presents or tokens of appreciation. The fourth one is going to be quality time. This love language involves spending time with your partner and giving them your undivided attention, such as going on a date, having a conversation, or even engaging in activities together.
We do a lot of that.
And then the last but not least, the physical touch, my favorite part. This love language involves physical contact and affection, such as holding hands, hugging, kissing, or sexual intimacy. Let's go.
Okay. Mr. Norman.
Yes, ma'am.
Of those 5 love languages, you seem to be more drawn to physical touch. Can you elaborate more on that and tell me what that does for you and how that maybe soothes you, helps you, or whatever the case may be? Like, how does it make you feel? Just give us some insight on that.
It's the best touch I ever felt, and that's why I love it so much.
Ooh.
Anytime your hands is on me, I don't care where they at. They could be on my damn feet. And there's something about you and your hands and your energy when you touching me that just take me to another place. And I love it. I've been loving it for 20-something years, so I love it.
Wow. Physical touch. Now, I am the same way with you. I'll describe it with all that you said, but to piggyback off of that, your touch literally heals me. Now listen, people, I want y'all to know, seriously. No, for real, in real life, seriously, I want y'all to listen. I had a headache, and I posted about it. It was the end of last year. I had a headache, and it was so bad, and it was bothering me. And he sat and rubbed my face, head, and neck, and he stood in front of me. I was sitting on the foot of the bed. Mm-hmm. He stood facing me, and I had my face above his belly button, and he was just rubbing everything on my face, neck, everything. He stood there for an hour. By the time he was done, the headache was gone. I had that headache all day while he was gone. So physical touch, it's all of those things that you said, but it's also healing. And then not only that, when we sleep at night, like, we have to touch at some point, like the hands, the feet. Like, if we're not like spooning, cuddling, like stuff like that, like, we have to touch. Like, even when we angry, like if we mad at each other, or we had an argument, that shit don't matter. That a disagreement don't matter. Please, that's right. That's right. I'm still gonna lay over there.
Foot.
Yes. I'll be like, can you put your foot over here, please?
They don't know, baby. They don't know.
Okay, let's go up.
Go back up to the first one.
Quality. No, I'm going from the bottom to the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So quality time. Now we do a lot of that.
One of my favorite things.
We do a lot of that. Quality time is important, y'all. It's not just like going out, hanging out. It ain't just like going to eat. Like sometimes it's listening to your R&B playlist and just vibing out. Like sometimes we just ride and like we'll sing 3, 4, 5 songs. Like if it's one of our playlist shit, we singing the whole thing. But we ride and we vibe and we be in the sun and we laugh and we really enjoy each other's company.
Yes.
We really do, because as much as I hate to say it, y'all, this life for everybody does come to an end. And at some point in time, hopefully we'll be old, gray, wrinkled, and funny looking and shrunken. But hopefully, I'm just saying that's how old. I'm saying that's how old we'll be.
I'm gonna look good like this till I'm 120.
Okay, 120. So you okay?
I'm gonna be around for a long time.
Okay, so I want to do 120, but we ain't gonna get into that, the lifespan and the spirituality. Let's let's go ahead. We don't even need them noise like that, do we? We don't need them noise like that.
They gonna find out.
Yeah, because this is season 2 coming.
Yeah.
But quality time is so important, not just for the fear of something happening. Quality time is important just to show your love and to be with your best friend and hang out. Like, who the fuck?
Yeah.
Who else?
Yeah.
Like, if y'all really knew, I think for one lot of them Normans, we might just do it for like 10 minutes and just set the phone up in the car and just let y'all see, man. Y'all done seen that shit. Drive-through Chronicles, the sing-offs in the front seat, man. Y'all seen that shit. Y'all, they know. They know a little bit about a lot. They know a little bit about a lot.
People out there that know.
But it's some of y'all that know.
Yeah, they know.
It's some of y'all that know us.
They talk shit to us like, you motherfuckers is crazy. You know, we just in love. Shit, even 20 years later.
That's crazy.
Still in love. And that shit fun.
Receiving gifts, Mr. Norman.
I love receiving, but I love giving them more. Yeah, I do.
What do you love about receiving gifts?
Because I don't have to ask you for nothing. Your little slick ass always on some shit. I don't have to ask you for shit. You gonna look through my clothes and shit. See, I need something. I ain't said nothing about it. I know I need it, but I ain't said nothing about it. I'm gonna get to it. Next thing I know, here come 2-3 boxes, Amazon and shit. Oh, baby, by the way, I just happened to see that this was messed up, so I bought you and you know my taste and all that shit. So you never go wrong. And I'm going to tell y'all, for most of y'all that see us when we go out, when we put on some real clothes, I ain't even going to front. And I got a nice half of clothes on me, myself, if I do say so myself. But my wife do be dressing me. Yes, she does. She do be dressing me. And I be loving that shit.
I put it together for him, like as far as style, like what I think, what the idea is. And he tells me what, you know what I mean, what he loves and what he likes and what's okay. So, and I just look at it as, y'all know I'm a Prince fan, so I look at it as, baby, let me dress you. I mean, help you pick out your clothes before we go out.
But yeah, that receiving gifts that's a good thing.
So what about, now I noticed you mentioned the knickknacks and the stuff I pick up, like if you need extra stuff, house stuff from Amazon or whatever. But what about the personalized gifts? Because that's something you've mentioned to me.
Oh yeah.
That's something you've mentioned to me, like.
Oh yeah. Let me give y'all a story right quick. How serious this shit is around here with the Normans. Y'all I don't even know if y'all can comprehend this. If any of y'all are my age or a little bit younger, you could have been a little bit younger because they was out for years, but I wanted this helicopter called the Vertibird. Now, I don't know if y'all gonna remember that, but back in 71, 72, This was the best fucking Christmas present to have.
I'm still looking for y'all right now.
This was the best Christmas present to have. If you ain't have a Verdi bird, you wasn't even bought it. The friends wasn't coming to your house, none of that. I get the Verdi bird for Christmas one year. My older brother, with his punk ass, stepped on it and broke it. I cried for months.
What year was it, babe? About what year?
I was probably 170, 172.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was probably about 4, 5. I was a little fella.
Y'all, he told me this story. I cried.
I'll never forget that shit because that was my favorite toy in the world, the Verdi Bird helicopter. Well, I told my wife this story probably about 2 years ago.
It was last year.
Was it just last year?
Yeah, it was last year. We were talking about it around Christmas, remember? Because I was like, why do you get so grumpy? I said, why do you get so grumpy around Christmas? This was actually about 5 months ago.
Yep.
And I said, why do you get so grumpy around Christmas? And you told me that story.
Yeah, and I've been like that since because of my motherfucking Verdi Bird. I've been wanting to hit his ass upside the head with a brick, but my mama be mad, so I ain't gonna do that.
And we love that.
But anyway, when I told her about it, we had the conversation. She was like, okay. I say about 3 days later, y'all, I come home. My wife sitting up with 2 damn computers, laptops, looking this damn Verdi Bird up. She done pulled it up.
I'm still looking, y'all, because the one guy that had it, y'all,
man,
he said he didn't know if it was going to work. He was like, oh, yeah, all the pieces is here, but the battery port is a little rusted. I don't know if it's going to work. But he wanted 1,500 of them for it. But it was out the box. No, I'm still looking. If y'all got a Verdi Bird, the rescue helicopter, the white and red, I need it.
Man, that Verdi Bird was it, though. But back to what we was talking about. The passion and the thought that she put behind gifts. I have a lot of little personal trinkets that nobody else could have never thought of, did, or none of that. And I'm just being honest. Nobody else wouldn't even thought of that shit. The shit that you think a motherfucker ain't thinking about, that's where her brain is at. So that's how she wired. That's how she worked. And I love that shit. And I ain't gonna lie, I ain't like that. But I put all 3 of my best feet forward. Yeah, I said 3. Because sometimes I have to double step. But I do get the shit right, I guess.
You do, y'all, because
I do get it right in the end, but I've never been that person. I've never loved or cared for nobody outside of my mama and my sisters, like my grandma, aunties and shit like that, like far as relationships, I never really, really cared about that type of shit. Because I really wasn't into it. I didn't care if you got me none or nothing. I've been taking care of myself for a long ass time. So if I want it, I'm going to go get it anyway. So that shit just had me in a whole nother train of thought and mind. But my wife been teaching me so much just different shit that sometimes I look back at myself and be like, damn, you would have never thought of that shit on your own. And I love it. And I love it because I know where it come from.
Thank you, babe.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. You are good at giving gifts, though. You just not. You just because we don't do things the same way don't mean it's not good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like you surprised the shit out of me. Like you not a personal. Like you're not gonna go on the computer and be like, oh, I etched your name and this. Like the one time when you bought those earrings, when you bought the gold bamboo earrings with my name in them, like you did do good on that because that was personal. Like that's a personal thing. But your other stuff, like just coming in the house with flowers random on a random day. Like, it's a fucking Tuesday, and I'm not expecting you bring a big, colorful, because you know that's my shit, flowers and plants. Yeah. You'll bring a big, pretty, colorful bouquet of flowers in here for no reason. That's what's important. But then, not only that, y'all, whatever I get, my daughter get one. Not the exact same one, though. He always pick us different stuff based on our personality, unless it's the Rainbow Daisies. But I appreciate that.
Thank you, man.
I appreciate him being like, I don't know what to get you. Can you go order this? Okay, I got $250.
That's
this
easy.
What I want.
That's easier for me though. Show me what you want.
But
I go get the money, come back, go get it.
But it's the thought behind it. I'll be like, babe, like you know me, and he be like, but I don't want to fuck up.
Yeah.
So I can't tell him how to love me though. You feel me? Like that's the thing. I can only express to him through action. And that's it. But I can't tell him how to love me. And that's what makes it special. Like how he loved me is his way of loving me. And how I love him is my way of loving him. And that's what makes it sweet.
Yeah, that should make it work for sure.
Acts of service, y'all. This is my husband right here. doing chores, running fucking errands, doing something nice all the time, y'all. Like, all the time. Okay, y'all, I don't drink pop. So this man will come from the store and he'll been got groceries, but he'll stop and maybe get him a soda. Every once in a while, he'll drink a pineapple soda. Mm-hmm. So I don't drink soda unless it's fucking Vernors or ginger ale, period. It had to be something going on with me to drink a pop. He'll come in here, y'all, with a Canada Dry. That's my shit. Vernors is second when I'm ill. Like Lil Wayne say, when motherfucker I'm ill, I drink Vernors. But any other time, I drink Canada Dry if I just want some fizz. Man, he'll come in with that. Or food, y'all, that's my shit. Like, he'll go to Bustan and have Tramik. Like, stop me at Bucharest. Like, I eat different stuff. So I eat Mediterranean, Indian, Mexican food. Like, I eat African, Jamaican, like that. So, you know, that's love. That's love. And then just doing shit that I love. Like, I come in the house from maybe, okay, I went to the radio or some shit. I don't give a fuck what he had to do that day. And he do a lot in a day, y'all. I might have fresh linen on my bed from top to bottom. Like, you just don't know what it is. So we exchange those acts. We exchange those acts and we love each other in different ways. Words of affirmation, do you normally speak on it? Compliments, I love you. You doing good, King.
We doing that all the time.
You doing wonderful. I appreciate you.
That's what, like, that's one of the things. That's like one of the top things too. Within the top 5 or 6 reasons why we love each other the way we do. That's one of the top things that make this shit work for us, because we always do that.
Yeah, we do.
When we wrong, we tell each other we wrong.
When you looked at me just now, you like Davion.
Wow. When we right, we tell each other we right. When we good, we tell each other that we good constantly, and that shit don't stop.
And even if we having a disagreement or upset with each other, we still like, keep your motherfucking head up. Like, you the shit. Like, fuck that shit. Like, I got your motherfucking back. We'll team up against these motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck if we is mad at each other.
It's us against the world, for real.
Oh, it definitely is.
If you look that definition up in the dictionary, it's going to be a picture of me and my wife.
For sure.
Us against the world, for
up
real.
In the clouds,
I mean that shit.
Me and my spouse.
Yeah, I mean that shit. Hell yeah.
For sure. All right, y'all. So let's talk about chemistry. Ooh, that's how my uncles used to do. My Uncle Vic, my Uncle Tud, all my uncles used to be singing. Ooh, even Uncle Butchie. They used to harmonize. So chemistry. In a romantic context, chemistry refers to the emotional and physical attraction and connection between two people. So it's described as a spark, y'all, or an electricity between two people. And it's characterized by strong desire. I guess that's lust. To be near one. I don't know if it's lust.
You suck.
I'm adding, that's the next episode. That's episode 6, which is 6, but sex. Grandmas, aunties, cousins are like, I don't know if that's your episode, but anyway, back to this one. It's between two individuals that is characterized by a strong desire to be near one another, a sense of ease and comfort when together, and a mutual understanding and appreciation for each other. So it's that initial spark, it's that electricity, it's that when I saw you dancing at Indigo Ballroom that day, and I was like, who the fuck is that?
And I saw them legs in the car with Uncle Butchie.
And you was like, whose thighs is that? And Uncle Butchie was like, nigga, if you don't get the fuck away, my God, you know you my nigga, but I'll fuck you up, nigga. I was like, yeah, you better back the fuck up.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah, you did. But y'all was always tight. Y'all ain't get into nothing. It wasn't nothing. But as far as the chemistry at the beginning, can you give them a couple of seconds about the chemistry that you felt with me in the beginning? Like in the very beginning, like from Jump Street. Like, what was the chemistry like?
That shit was crazy.
Even from yo baby, yo.
That shit crazy. Shit, I ain't never experienced no shit like that. And I was 13 years older than you. Shit, nah. One shit popping. One shit out here like that.
Well,
but that's why I always say you was meant for me, though.
Yeah.
You could have been anywhere with anybody.
Yeah. in the world.
Just that simple.
But you always say, no matter who the fuck you was with, we was gonna always be. I don't give a fuck who I seen you with. You was gonna be mad. And then I'll be like, for real. You be like, you wouldn't leave with me? You wouldn't leave with me? I'll be like, yeah, that nigga have to be disappointed. But that's another story. But the chemistry. When you first realized the chemistry was there, like when you first felt it, like the Big Bang Theory in science, like what was that shit like? Like what's the chemistry like?
That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. I had to put it on the scale. And one side outweighed the other tremendously. Oh. So that's a winner.
He said he put it on a triple beam, y'all.
Yeah, that's a winner to me.
He said triple beam dreams, y'all. He said triple beam dreams.
Yeah, young kids don't know what no triple beam is.
Man, they better sit down. They better have several freaking seats in the back.
No, that shit was crazy though. Crazy wild. It really is some shit that I'll say in a lifetime. You might experience that shit twice. I think everybody experienced it once, but a lot of people don't know what it is and what to do with it, so they fuck it up immediately.
Yes, fumble.
They fuck it up immediately.
They don't even know it's that.
But when you paying attention to it and you know what's in front of you, oh shit.
But you knew it was that the first time, didn't you?
Yes.
The first time. Because I was the first time, but you just said.
I know exactly what it was.
Never know shit like that ever in life.
Man, I know exactly what it was, so I got my shit together quick. That's all. Shit.
So for me, the chemistry I already told y'all. When I seen him, y'all, in that black. Yeah. Like on Pootie Tang, if anybody watch Pootie Tang, when she be licking the milk out the motherfucking bowl, that's how I felt, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, the chemistry was strong. I'm not gonna tell y'all how strong the chemistry was to the next episode and what it made me do. But the chemistry was Mr. T strong. Like 8 chains around your neck, mohawk, like big neck black man. Like it was strong. So anyway, let's move on to Alchemy before we turn this episode. Okay, so Alchemy and marriage. It's a little different from chemistry, y'all. Chemistry, remember, is about the initial spark and the caring and the loving and all that comes along with that. But alchemy in marriage refers to the transformation and evolution of a relationship over time through intentional effort and dedication to each other's growth and well-being. I'm gonna back it up. Through intentional effort and dedication to each other's growth and well-being. It involves the process of turning a mundane or ordinary partnership into something extraordinary and meaningful. Similar to the concept of alchemy in ancient times, where alchemists attempted to turn base metals into gold. Alchemy in marriage involves turning the challenges and difficulties of a relationship into opportunities for growth and transformation. Speak on it.
Shit, that's some real shit. But it takes a different type of person and a strong person to be able to really do that.
So
that shit easy to say.
Yeah.
But going through the steps, your feet in them shoes.
Yeah.
A lot of motherfuckers fold and fall to the wayside because they just can't take it, just can't handle it.
Well, first of all, it's the overtime thing. That's the first thing they can't handle.
Yeah, well that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, motherfuckers can't stay together 17 minutes.
Soon they be looking for the first argument.
Daddy, how long is a basketball quarter?
4 quarters.
I'm talking about 1 quarter. How long? How many minutes about?
15 minutes.
They can't stay that long. As soon as a motherfucker get mad, fuck you, bitch, I'm done, I'm through, bitch, fuck you, them kids, your mother, bitch, she be like, fuck you, broke ass nigga, I hate you, like, y'all been together
2 weeks later,
minutes.
calling and talking about what you doing. Oh, you got company. Oh, it's like
that. Like that. Like, yeah, no straight conversation.
Oh, that shit played out, man. Oh, that shit played out. And until y'all start looking at our women as queens, shit gonna be fucked up anyway.
Yeah.
Just the smart ones like myself, I feel like I'm smart as hell.
You are. You smarter than the motherfucker. Hold on, let's take a break. Excuse me, Miss Norman. He's smarter than the motherfucker. I know it's a lot of people out there that's not that smart. I know it's some people that's really smart. I know some people that's a little smart. I know some people that's a lot smart. But my husband's smarter than the motherfucker because he book smart, street smart, got common sense. You feel me? And he's smart spiritually. So go ahead. I apologize. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, I mean, you gotta be built for that shit. It ain't for the weary at all. But that's some shit that's inside the person too. That's some self-control shit. You don't need no therapy or a book to tell you that. Right. How you supposed to feel, or how you need to feel, or how you want to feel at a certain point in time.
So how do you keep turning the mundane, how do you keep it from turning mundane and ordinary and keep it extraordinary and meaningful? Because it's talking about us. Right. It says over time through intentional effort and dedication to each other's growth and well-being. That's us all day. My
love for you and what we was talking about, my affection for you and all that. Who wake up with that shit every day for 15 to 20 years?
Y'all should see me smiling right now. Y'all know my teeth showing.
And then one day decide you don't want to be there no more. Where else in the world could you be? I mean, let's be real.
But that's because motherfuckers be thinking that grass greener. That's what that is. And they get over there and find all this turf. It lift up like a lace front.
If you ain't walking around with a lawnmower in your pocket every day, you better not even be thinking that shit. Because I'm telling you, you're going to be really fucked up out here. A lot of these women do love us, man. They really do. But you got to get that shit back. You can't just treat her like an old sweater or some shit. Put it on when you walk to them. I mean, I'm just being real, because these new young kids got life really fucked up.
Oh, no, they killing these ladies, though.
They got life really fucked up. You see what I'm saying? So,
babe, they not just getting mad and cheating. Back in the day, the most a man gonna do, really, back in the day, he gonna fuck around.
Have a family on your ass.
He gonna fuck around. He gonna, you know what I'm saying? But nowadays, the nigga wasn't killing you. He'd be like, girl, I ain't going to prison for the rest of my life. Is you fucking crazy?
Gonna kill
but they emotional, like they say, because these single mama households, and nothing against single mamas, because I had one. But you treat your daughters like men, treat your men like girls. And we talked about that. Go tune in. Go back to episode 2, the trauma episode.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's love them Normans. But
it's a strong process. But that shit like running a marathon, and when you get to that finish line, man, that shit be so sweet. It's like winning an NBA championship or some shit.
But it's easier to me to run a marathon by yourself, because instead of running by myself, I'm running with a partner. It's like we got 2 water bottles, the canteens, we got snack, them little bars. We got our headphones on, but we only got one headphone in each ear. Actually, we share headphones because we want to talk to each other too, and we like the same playlist too.
But a lot of people
like to vibe to the same.
A lot of people don't want to be with their partner that much.
I know.
I mean, that's something I don't have a problem with.
Babe, but remember when they thought I was making you do that shit though?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers like, you letting her turn you against the gang. Like,
fuck all that. I'd rather be with my wife, my right hand. All my uncles and everybody, when they see me, if they see me by myself, they be like, where your shooter? Mm-hmm. Like, she in the car.
Because my baby mama harder than a lot of you niggas.
For real.
Keep it 100, hit the lottery, niggas.
Yes.
Shit.
That verse right there.
You ain't about that life, ain't got a lot of me, niggas.
Yeah.
You know us to the death, I hope I be the niggas. Cross the line, speak about mine. I ain't even gonna get into that next part. I ain't gonna get, anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's talk about alchemy versus chemistry. And why that deliberate effort matters in these long-lasting relationships like ours. Because there's others out there. I want to meet y'all. I feel like I'm on X-Files and y'all aliens and shit. Where are the other black people that just love the shit out of each other? Where are the black men and women that just love the way their partners smell and just love to hear their voice? And when they come home, they love to see them. And it's like, what's up? And even when I'm mad at you, I love you and I want to see you, motherfucker, because I need to know where you at, because I love you. And you can't shit fucked up be happening to you out here, because I care for you. Yes, where y'all at? We want to link with y'all, not the people that's acting like that, not the people that's holding a facade and pretending like they are, because this is work. It ain't about glamour. It ain't about being arrogant. It's about this work. That's what this is. This is pure 100% fucking cocaine. This shit is work, these relationships.
Yes,
and it's not a game when you serious and when you in it to win it. Mr. Norman, can you bag me up, husband?
Shit, you You just about said it all.
Because usually I bag you up.
You definitely got to be in it to win it. Both feet in, all 10 toes. Turn the same way.
For sure.
Or the shit ain't going to work.
For sure.
I mean, you don't need, when you got the golden plan, you don't need a secondary plan.
For sure.
So think about it like that.
Ain't no plan B.
Shit, there you go.
I don't got no nigga waiting in the wings. Ain't no bro waiting in the wings. Ain't no plan B.
There you go. I don't even play like that.
No, we don't play like
Everybody meet me. First thing out my mouth, me and my wife.
Oh my
Just
God.
so your ass would know. Well, I
your
mean,
wife.
Yes.
You always. I know, because I know they like, girl, you and your husband. Because that's all my husband. It be videos on Facebook, Reels. Motherfuckers be like, Ugh.
Yeah, okay. And they could do too many tricks today.
Shit, our sister told us, like, nigga, I'm tired of y'all. Like, she wasn't even mad. She was just like, I'm tired of y'all. Like, she was. She was like, all the time. She was like, when y'all be talking on Facebook, do y'all be sitting right next to each other?
Yeah. That's why she
like,
got
no, bitch. He be gone and I be. And I told y'all we 420 friendly.
Excuse me, y'all.
But I'm like, no, bitch, we not sitting right next to each other. The fuck? What's wrong with you?
Don't worry about what we be saying.
But don't worry about what the fuck we be doing.
Bro, motherfucker.
It's my best friend. But anyway, okay, y'all. Alchemy versus chemistry. And why that deliberate effort matters. So we're going to run through this real quick. Chemistry and alchemy are two different approaches to love, right? And while chemistry refers to the initial attraction, that spark that we was talking about, alchemy involves intentional and conscious effort to transform that relationship over time. So chemistry can draw two people together, right? But just chemistry can't sustain that shit. Yes. To a long-term partnership. So through the practice of alchemy and romance, we can create a deeper and more meaningful connection with one another. This deliberate process involves nurturing, developing a relationship, deepening emotional and spiritual connections, overcoming challenges and difficulties. By committing to each other's growth and well-being, we can create lasting and fulfilling partnerships like ours that goes beyond beyond physical attraction. In summary, while chemistry is an important component of romantic relationships, it ain't the only factor. By practicing alchemy, couples can turn a mundane or ordinary partnership into something extraordinary that can last a lifetime. So, in essence, I guess they saying like chemistry good, but alchemy is better. You feel me? Because
every beginning has an ending, right?
Yeah.
Every puzzle has individual pieces that you need to put together in that puzzle to make the puzzle complete.
For sure.
One missing piece can mess up the whole puzzle.
For sure.
Same thing.
So out of all of alchemy, out of all we've talked about, with chemistry and alchemy, chemistry is the initial spark, as I've said, and alchemy is what gives you longevity. So it's like, which will people rather have? You feel me? Like, if you could only have one or the other,
I'll take the longevity.
What could you have? But like, without the spark, it's like a stove. You feel me? Without that tick, 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 tick. If you got a gas stove, y'all know what I'm talking about. You got a good gas stove. You got a good gas stove where it says ignite right there. You're gonna tick, 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 and it poof. Depending on how many times it tick, though, you might need to clean them eyes. It might be grease stuck down there. It ain't supposed to tick 17 fucking times. It's supposed to tick like twice or 3 times.
Girl, come on.
All right, so see, you keep me grounded, y'all. So, like, if without the spark, like, how do you keep the fire burning? You feel me? I think they go hand in hand, but if I had to choose, I'd choose like you, alchemy. But like, how do you get the spark?
Yeah.
All right, babe. Important questions. What you think? Which one do you think my love language is? My first love language or initial one?
Music.
No, go back. No, love languages.
Oh,
music is the love of my fucking life, but love languages. Which one do you think is the one that I respond to best, the one I love the most?
Shit, it's really hard to say.
Right, but you get two choices, but the one the most that I react to, that you feel like I love, like I don't request certain stuff.
Words of affirmation.
Yeah. Why?
Physical touch.
Why words of affirmation though?
Because you love when I talk.
I do. I love
you love that shit.
I love your voice, and you be hyping me up like you my motherfucking hype man. You be like, babe, get that shit done, do that shit, babe. Can't nobody fuck with you like you the shit, babe. Like, I know, but like,
and I don't be lying.
I was about to say though, but the way you talk to me though, like you know that shit true. You be looking me dead in my eyes, like, hey, babe.
It is true.
You be like, babe, fuck that shit.
It is true. They
go in there, make them look, go, listen. Go in that motherfucker office, do what the fuck you got. They see what the fuck going on around here. You know, you Mrs. Motherfucking Norman. I be in this bitch like, okay, babe, I go right. That's why I be writing all these motherfucking books, catalogs. Well, I know y'all out there in Spotify or YouTube land be like, bitch, what are you gonna do next? That's why. That's the coach. Coach B, man. Coach K around this, but Coach D, he be, man, y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. I got an engine behind me. Besides my own, I'm my own engine myself. Y'all already know how self-motivated I am just by what I do. Even if you don't know me, look at my page. I do everything alone, by myself, besides this man and this family.
That's the only way we're going to win. We can't depend on nobody else.
No, hell no.
We got to do the work.
Hell yeah. Every time. And enjoy doing the work.
And it's just fortunate enough for our kids that get to reap the benefits, but they going to have to work too. Shit, they learn that shit on the way.
They are. They are. But I don't like that, but they are. Cause I know we gotta make them like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, I would love to hand them everything because we came up on Harper and Van Dyke. Like I said, you was there. You was a teenager in the 80s, and I was young in the 80s, and shit. That's the time we come from. So everything was work. You walk to the store to hustle to make your change. You feel me? For the aunties on the block, your grandma and them or whoever. You will sweep up in front of the crib. You will help do yard work. You will wash them dishes. You will babysit. You will braid some hair. Whatever. We was some hustling motherfuckers.
Yeah.
We was some hustling motherfuckers. Good. If the kid was good or bad. A's or F's. It ain't fucking matter. Niggas was hustling. Real life from little kids. These kids don't have no gumption. Don't get up and go, a lot of them. So you have to give it to them.
Hell no. They don't want shit but some tight pants.
Anyway, Mr. Norman.
They do.
Anyway, your two love languages, I think they are. Well, you told everybody yours. Physical touch, you love it. He's smiling right now, y'all. His hair curling the fuck up. Y'all know how curly his hair is. He's smiling right now, y'all. Physical touch. But I feel like also it's words of affirmation. Like, I feel like I speak life into you. I can.
I feel like that too.
I can cuss now. Yeah. Don't get it twisted. Now I don't call my husband like bitches and hoes and shit like that. Like, I don't. That's disrespect. Now, in the past when I was a young girl, I said things that I shouldn't have said. He got me straight though, y'all. And he ain't touched me and do none of that, y'all. My husband don't play that shit, but he got me straight just by letting me know, like, you don't do that shit with people that you love and respect. And I was coming from something else. You gotta listen to episode 2 to hear all that. You gotta listen to episode 2 to hear all that. We ain't going through that. But I think it's words of affirmation because I learned to do the total opposite. I learned to speak life. You feel what I'm saying? When I say something, I learn to say it in a firm way, but at the same time honest, but at the same time with love. You feel me? No disrespect involved because I don't want to be disrespected. Babe, you making too many outside noises. I just want to make it known because I know they can hear you. So can you please stop? Thank you. I know y'all heard this shit. We not gonna act like it wasn't happening.
Well, we on live, so I mean,
we ain't on live. I mean, we are live. It ain't gonna be live when they get it though. That's gonna be tomorrow. Okay, so how can couples apply the same concept of alchemy in marriage to overcome conflicts and challenges? So that same long-term vision to overcome what the fuck they going through.
I can't really give them an answer.
You don't never want to get no advice.
Because we go through this all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell nobody how to do what we do. Because I only know that me and you can do what we do. What worked for us might not work for somebody else.
Okay, so babe, let me rephrase it. What concepts did you apply of alchemy in our marriage to overcome conflicts and challenges that we may have had in the beginning, in the middle, and whenever.
You say what conflicts that I...
No. Y'all, he went to the little refrigerator while we was talking. We got all kind of shit up here. I ain't gonna tell y'all too much. But we got all kind of shit up here.
What you say though, baby?
In our bedroom and office. So, anyway, I was asking.
You said
how did you apply the concept of alchemy in marriage to overcome conflicts and challenges, which I'm overcoming right now. Challenges.
Well, actually, I don't have an answer. I just knew. Like, I got to change my ways. I got to do shit the right way. And I know that I'm doing it for the right reason.
So you saying it like it's always you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, when I say how did you overcome challenges, you saying it like it's always you that's involved or causing the challenge.
Yeah.
So that's how you feel?
Yeah.
And genuinely?
Yeah.
Because I ask him this all the time, y'all, and he swear I don't do shit wrong. Only thing he say, like, sometimes, okay, your mouth. That's it. Your attitude or whatever. But, like, I'm like, over 22 years, like, nothing.
What have you done?
He be like, nothing.
What have you done?
Shit.
I took you through the shit. What have you done? Shit.
D Kendi.
But stuck by me and not do some whole shit behind my back or embarrass me the way I embarrassed you.
Well, people couldn't wait for that
and
anyway,
all that
too.
shit. So,
but I'm not doing that. Excuse me. I will use my body as a bargaining chip.
Like I say, once I realized what I had, alchemy, all that shit was going to work. Because that's what I was focused on. Everything was going to work. And I was going to do the shit the right way. And I feel like I did. And I'm still winning. And I get the prize. What more can you ask for?
He's been saying that for 2 decades. I won and I got the prize. 2 decades, y'all.
I won. Shit.
2 decades.
I ain't even in the race no more. I'm retired. I'm loving my life. Shit. The fuck?
Okay, so can you tell me how can couples create balance between expressing their own desires and needs while also considering their partners?
Shit, the process of thought. You got to put it on your mind to be able to even put the effort to it. The most important thing, thought. And you got to feel it. It ain't nothing that somebody should have to tell you. You should feel it.
So like, Michelle, something you should know.
Pretty much so. Yeah, something like that.
Well, I agree. I think it's being mindful, like you said, pretty much. Yeah. Like just know, like you wouldn't want to feel like that. That's what I keep in my head. Like I wear your shoes, even though they big as hell. Like you wear a 10.5. To me, they big, like 10.5. So I can't fit no 10.5. But sometimes I had to put on that shoe and be like, well, how would you feel? Mm-hmm. And I'd be like, oh, I would have smacked the shit out of you if you said that to me. Like in my mind, you know what I'm saying? I never say that shit out loud, but in my mind, I'll be like, I wish a motherfucker would say that to me. Why would you say that? So at some point, I had to learn, like, hey, yo, like, because if somebody slapped the shit out of you, like, could you be mad? Like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck them up because that's what I do. Listen, a disclaimer. I'm not violent. I'm grown. Like, I don't look for trouble. Like, I mind my own business. But, like, if trouble approaches me or trouble comes near me, I will fuck you up. I don't care who you are. I'm not scared of grizzly bears. So, you got to be considerate of your partner and you got to be mindful of their wants and their needs also. And like he say, I think of shit before he really get the chance to say something. And it's the same. Vice versa with some things that he does. I don't have to say some of those things. So, I know it's itching like I did something to it, but I never did it to my nose. I'm 41. But it's just being considerate. And that's all it is, being kind and paying attention. And it's really about listening. and focusing in. Like when a motherfucker talking, like it's like, oh, I ain't staring in your face listening, but certain keywords, certain things I hear. Or we'll be at the mall and he be like, oh, I like that. Or if I'm looking online or something, I'll be like, I love this perfume. Oh, it's a register. It's a file in the back of the mind. And you put that shit in the file. And when you somewhere and it comes up or you think of it or somebody might say, might spark it up, then you act on it. And now you the hero. You got your armor. You won. And I do the same shit. Because that shows that you were thinking about me. That shows that you were considerate of me. That shows that I'm on your mind. I occupy your thoughts. That's what's up. Mr. Norman, you like you buzzing like your cousin.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Oh, you ain't feeling no pain. No pain. So, how do you like figure out your partner's love language though? Like, what's the most effective way to determine that shit? Because most people like, okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? What y'all saying? That's good. I hear what y'all saying. But like, okay, it's 5 of them. It's words of affirmation. It's acts of service. It's receiving gifts. It's quality time. It's physical touch. What if you got somebody with 17 personalities? What if you got somebody who can't quite...
Shit.
Oh.
So instead of 5, it's 15.
Oh, shit. You do got somebody with 17
Yeah.
You ain't even gonna let me finish the sentence. Yeah. Damn.
And it's all the same. I don't care how you dress it up. I don't care how you dress it up. The eyes and the nose still gonna be a pig. So shit.
But
it's up to the individual.
But how do they?
A lot of these questions, and just a lot of these questions could be asked, and they could do all this study and all that shit.
Here you go.
But the reality of that shit is
this is Negro Diamond, y'all, right now. Come on, Negro Diamond.
The reality of that shit is, man, it's the person.
For sure.
If you that type of person and that's what you're looking for, and it just so happened to pop up in front of you, you're going to do one or two things. Mm-hmm. You're going to take it and run with it, or you're going to fuck it up.
What did you do?
Yeah, I took it and ran with it.
But you had the ball. Oh, you almost dropped it like...
Yeah.
Hey, at the beginning, you were you was
up.
Like the Lions like 2 years ago in the beginning. And then like in the middle, you became like these Lions. And now you are what the Lions gonna be, because the niggas gonna be champions. You a champion.
It's the individuals. They both have to want that shit. As long as you want it, you could deal with her faults, she could deal with your faults. That shit can last forever. If not, it's always gonna be a wrinkle in the game, and that shit ain't going nowhere. Trust me. And then you gotta think about it. Motherfuckers stay together 10, 20 years, then separate. That's the dumbest shit ever.
But what if...
That's the dumbest shit ever.
But babe, hold on.
And 20 years in, if you still doing shit to your wife to make her not want to be with you,
that's what I was about to say, babe. What if one of those people, man or woman, can't get right, and you like, no, because you could have been there 10 years, right?
The dumbest shit ever.
But you yourself could have been there 10 years and be like, I love the fuck out of you, but I just can't take any more. Like, no, like certain people. No, I ain't talking about with us. I'm not talking about with us. Hypothetically, if you're in another relationship, you was talking about people. Yeah. You said people be together 10 and 20 years. So if it's another relationship, that's hypothetical, and you're in another relationship with another female.
But it's over before the 10 years, so. Shit,
no. What if y'all was sweet though? Like, what if y'all was sweet, but
you can't be
she
for
kept.
9 years.
She just it was no, because it's build up. Y'all mean to tell me y'all ain't never seen no relationship where it's a little shit. Like first it's a tick and then a motherfucker just go crazy. What? It might not take 10 years. Okay, 5.
Nah, I'll say 5. 5 is a good.
You done known somebody 5 years and realized you ain't know they ass.
Yeah, that's why I say 5 years.
5.
It's good. 5 years is good.
Yeah.
Because after that, I know what the fuck I need.
Yeah, but 5. But you sweet. Y'all skipping down the street. La, 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 la. Everything good. Then you just keep seeing little shit. You be like, nah, that ain't okay, babe. Then the second time, you be like, side eye. Then the next time you like, all right, bitch, what the fuck going on? But in your mind though. And then next in your head, you start making preparations to get the fuck on. Like, how?
Shit, cause that's a good term. Like I said, once you get 10, you might as well accept it.
No, you don't accept shit. Don't listen to my husband. Now, this one time I'm gonna go against my husband. I don't never go against my husband. I'd have been in court and I ain't gonna talk too much about it, but I ain't never go against my husband.
You ain't gonna sit your
Listen.
You have 5 other years.
No, don't settle. You better not, please.
No, nobody should never settle. I'm just
You better not.
shit.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm just
Listen,
talking shit, y'all.
I don't give a fuck if you 89.
I mean, if you feel like you gotta go, you gotta
I don't
go.
give a fuck if you're 89 years old. If this bitch keep nagging you and getting on your motherfucking nerves and you got kids that love you and they 60s and they got a nice house, you better pack up your shit and get to going. I ain't saying they owe you shit, but you better pack up your shit. You don't take none from nobody. Miss, if you 65 years old and you got a good body and this nigga won't do one motherfucking hunch crunch, you better pack your motherfucking bags and get the fuck on. Don't you settle. Don't listen to what D Norman talking about. That's the only time. That's the only time I'm gonna tell y'all don't listen to my husband.
I'm just talking
He delirious.
Shit.
He ain't feeling no pain. He ain't feeling no pain, y'all.
None at all. Shit, I feel good right now.
He ain't feeling no pain. So
None at all.
with his plants.
Yeah.
So yeah, nah.
I
Telling people after 10.
they might like that.
Talking about 10 to 20. Because you feel like they settling anyway, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Talking about 10 to 20 years. You might as well lay down and go to sleep.
That type of shit should be done immediately.
Babe, but what's immediately? Because sometimes you don't know.
So
like I said, you and I have been in that situation. In my situation, it took me 1 year. 6 months was heaven. 6 months was pure fucking the ninth circle of hell. How long did it take you?
Shit. We talking with you?
No. How long did it take you to wake up?
Oh, a year? Yeah, a year. And I was gone the next year. Goodbye. See ya.
So I'm saying, it take people time, but how you was with that person way longer than a year.
No,
You feel what I'm saying?
6 years.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I said. I said it's all good for that time. That's what I just said. Audience.
Yeah. I ain't say you was wrong, man.
I didn't say you said I was wrong,
okay.
man. Audience members at home. Is that what I said? Yes, that's what I said. I said you be with them and it be sweet. Shit be sweet. And then all of a sudden it be little things.
Yeah.
It be little things. It starts off very small. You be like, did that motherfucker? And you be like, no.
Right.
And then the next time you be like, yes, you did. Then you be like, I gotta check. And then you be like, yes, the fuck you did. And then you be like, no, the fuck you did. It's like stages. You feel me? So at that time, you can't settle. You gotta run. You better run. You better run for it. Run for it.
I'm talking about get the fuck on.
Get your gun for it. You just told them to settle after 10. You said if it's 10 or 10.
I changed my mind. I changed my mind.
I don't love you no more.
At all.
I don't love you.
Mouth to peace.
Oh my God. You know what, D. Norman? One of my good friends told me today. Good girlfriends. I'm talking about I love this chick. I love this chick tonight. She told you love her too. This one of ours. She told me today, she said, I see y'all on tour with Love Them Normans. That's what she said. I say I see it too, sis. I see it too. And I wanted to share that with you on air right now because she sent me a message earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And she told me that we're going to be syndicated and we going on tour. So we going to claim that right now. Love Them Normans will be syndicated and we're going on tour as far as promoing with this. And we're going to be big. And then we finally going to get our TV show because that's what I want.
Look at you.
I do. I want Love Them Normans, Little Normans. The Little Normans, Big Normans now. But I've been wanting Little Normans. I've been calling them Little Normans since they've been born. But I love them Normans, babe. Don't
I
do
love
that.
them Normans too. Shit, all over.
Yeah, you better love these Normans. You made these Normans and married these Normans. So, y'all, this episode, Love Languages and Alchemy versus Chemistry. I really, really hope that you've gotten something out of this episode, because we put a lot into this episode, because the episode is basically a snippet or snippets of our relationship and the things that we've experienced together. And we're sharing them with you all to kind of give you insight. Like your parents try to tell you shit before you have to experience it. Like the parents tell you them ain't your friends, or don't be on this side of town, or don't drive without no insurance, or whatever the case is. And whatever your parents tell you, when you don't do it, you end up fucking up and they end up finding out anyway. Well, we ain't gonna find out and we don't give a fuck. But the main thing is we trying to tell you so that maybe you don't have to go through nothing that we went through, so you can get there. And if you got somebody that you feel like you love, shit, put your heart into it if you feel like they love you back. If you don't feel like they love you back, wake up. Yeah. Wake up. Like Samuel L. Jackson said, don't do the right thing. Like Lawrence Fishburne said on Higher Learning. Wake the fuck up. Real talk. We love y'all. It's Love Them Normans. I hope y'all know this is the 5th episode. Mr. Norman, you know we got 3 episodes left. That's it? Yeah. So the next episode, like I said, is sex. It's spelled the number 6, EX. Parental discretion is all the way advised. That's all I'm going to say. I don't owe y'all no explanation. I've been married 22 years. I can do what the fuck I want to do. I got one man. He got one woman.
One woman.
You see that? So, we appreciate y'all listening. We love y'all, and we glad to have an audience base that's so fucking wonderful. Thank you for supporting us, and I just want to say it's bedtime. So we gonna say good night. Mr. Norman, tell these folks good night.
Good night, y'all.
Good night from Love Them Normans. Make sure you listen. Make sure you listen on YouTube and Spotify. Make sure you tag a friend. Make sure you share it. Make sure you leave some feedback on Spotify. Make sure you leave a comment on YouTube. Subscribe to the page. Put some likes. It ain't gonna kill you. It's all free. It's all fucking free. It ain't gonna cost you a dime. Have a good night.
Good night.
Love Them Normans. We out.